to everyone. Today, in my series of discussion, I'm giving my talk on software-related topics, and today's topic is open source software development. Friends, uh, I welcome you all in this discussion. Open source software development. Uh, so this is a open source software, how we can develop, whether there is any restriction on development of this open source, what is motive behind this open source. With all these in this discussion, we will discuss all these things. So let us come to the today's topic: open source software development. So in nutshell, we should know that what is open source software. Suppose some companies, there are two type of software. One software is a proprietary software, where we can't make any change. It is company charge certain amount for that. And the one software is free software, which is called open source software, where company has done this make it open for everyone to make certain change, make it further modify it, use it, and give it others who can also, this whole community should see, take benefits, make further changes for others. So that's why it is called open source software, and people who develop it is kept open for making development modification by others. So now coming to this, so first of all, as I told, this open source software is free. So what is free open source software? So ये open source software, here the software is, it is such type of software where that software gives users to run, copy, distribute, change, improve that software. As you see, it is clearly written free OSS, without getting asking for any permission from or making any payment from the originator of that software. So it is free. That's why it is called free open source software. Now come, what freedom we get in open source software. There must be freedom, but what type of freedom? So in nutshell, let us see here the freedom is freedom to study the code, freedom to improve the program, freedom to run the program anytime or for any purpose on any machine, freedom to redistribute. So this freedom we are getting, that is where code we can study, we can improve that program, we can have freedom to run the program anytime for any purpose on any machine, and further we can redistribute it. Now come, what is open source software? So open source software is free open source software that uses any license approved by the open source initiative from their list of approved open source licenses. So open source software, earlier also I have said that it is free open source software that uses any license approved by the open source initiative from their list of approved open source licenses. Details for which we can log into opensource.org.licenses. Now come with what are that free open source software. I'm giving just reading the list, that is Apache, Wind, Emacs, FreeBSD, GhostScript, Jakarta, JBoss, LaTeX, Linux, MySQL, OpenOffice, Perl, Samba, SendMail, Snort, SLiquid. So I have just given name of this 16 open source software which are free, where we can go make use it, make certain changes, and can redistribute for others to use it. Now come why open source software today, why public are using this open source. So there are certain uh, benefits why you are using. First of all, it is customizable. So what we can change it as per our customary, what we need accordingly. We can change that free open source software. It is improvable. Further improvement we can make here. Further, it is redistributable. We can redistribute to further people. Next is run everywhere for everyone, any place in the world we can run it. There is no any place restriction. Then it is transparency. It is very transparent. Whatever changes we want, we can make here. Further, the change which I have made, that is viewable to others. And next, most important is it is free. So, why, that's the reasons this open software source software is uh, needed today. Now come basic open source software development process. This is the cycle. Just you can see how this cycle runs. Uh, so I'm just giving a brief. This if we do this open source software community development process. First is read, analyze and redesign, then assert, requirement design, then develop OSS code, then manage configuration, then download and install, then it is end use, and then communicate and experience. This is the cycle accordingly. This the open source development process, just through this cycle we can do. Now come why is OSSD open source software development is successful. So just there are certain reasons through due to which it is successful. That is, collaboration is decentralized, then integration is controlled, too many resources to fail, so many eyeballs looking at the code, self-motivated, self-assigned programs, and large-scale peer review and user-driven requirements. So these are certain things due to which today this OSSD is successful. I hope the points are very clear to you all. Now, strengths and limitations of OSSD. What are the strengths that I will discuss, and what are limitations? There are certain restrictions, limitation. Up to that extent, we can. It is restrictions, limitations are there also. So let us come and discuss these things. What are the strengths? The first is it is cheaper. That when it is free, definitely it is cheaper, and runs for everyone, everywhere. It is a very most important that everyone, even a student of 3-4 to 100 years person, rich person, poor person, qualified, non-qualified, everyone can run it. And second is strength of this OSS is it is everywhere, not only in America but any part of the world it is available. And what are certain limitations that also we should discuss. First is product structure and comprehension. But second is effective way of incorporating requirements of non-developer users. Third one is with large scale will coordination needs force adoption of commercial development techniques, and how to collaborate on big features and how to respond to unanticipated events. So these are certain limitations. Up to that extent we can uh, do. So limitations also we have covered. Now come why software industry is today changing. We are just going through and seeing that a lot of changes are coming in this software industry. So what are those changes? Let us see the reasons for the coming changes. That first is competition. We all know that there is a very tough competitions in this software industry. Every day, if we made any program, next day program with advanced features are coming. We are bound to change our things which we have made. Second is client is no longer passive. The clients, our clients is not no longer passive, because since changes are coming, they are very active, going to others for getting their desired and customized software. Next is how to deal with drastic changes, the changes which are very drastic, how we should deal it. It is a very tough job, because the day which we made that I have discussed just earlier ki, with very advanced features similar software is coming. So there is a very big challenge before the developers ki how we can deal with this drastic change, because our we have certain things ki up to that if any drastic change come, accordingly we have to equip employ such type of persons, so that that drastic change should be dealt accordingly. And next is developer takes the center stage. That is also a very any developer who come on center stage, and they have a monopoly, then short iterations, because a very short period that software remains, and dynamic, the things are very dynamic, momentums are there. Whatever we made, we have to be continuous, go on reading, see the changes, what should be the substitute of that. We have to be very much focused, and accordingly make our skills accordingly, so that we should cope up with the changes. Then next is distributed. We have to distribute amongst the users at a very short period. Suppose we are late in distribution, so the other people who is fast in distribution will get the clients. These are the things, that's why software industry is changing. Next is some proposed initiatives. So there are some initiatives also, that is what government are taking those initiatives, and other initiative on private sector that I will discuss. Government initiatives, that is open source strategy and deployment. Next is insist on open standards and technology in ICT procurement. Next is encourage open source software usage and training in schools, public universities and institutions of higher learning. Then next is encourage, possibly with incentives, private sector participant training and supply of open source resources and skill. Similarly, in private sector, initiatives are being taken. let us see what are those initiatives. Develop product which can use open source as software, example embedded system. Develop products services which build upon existing open source ones. And next is engage in open source businesses, possible business models. And next is drive the development process. So what are the initiatives by government, what are the initiatives by private sector, those we have discussed. Now come to the summary. So we see that this open source offers a viable alternative to proprietary software. Open source is unfounded. Adherence to open standards and open technology allow users the freedom to choose the appropriate software, open source or proprietary. Developing countries have numerous benefits if they use this open source. Government and private sector have permanent roles to play to encourage open source usage and acceptance. So, at that I have discussed this open source software. I hope the open source software we have covered all these one by one. That is what is free open source software, then what freedom we get in open source software, then what is open source software, and that free open source software, that 16 open source software I have discussed. Next is why OSS we have discussed. Then why this how this open source software development process is being made, that also we have just through cycle we have covered it. Then why is OSS this successful, that one by one we have discussed the point. Strength and limitations of OSSD we have discussed, that what are the strength, what are the limitations. Then why software industry is today changing, that also we have covered. Some proposed initiatives, that government initiatives in which field they can do, we have discussed accordingly. In private sector what initiatives can be taken, and with summary I have covered in nutshell this open source software. I hope the topics which I have chosen open source software definitely have very useful and informative for you all viewers. With all this, I give my sincere thanks to each and everyone for careful listening. With all this, I give